Adelaide has been known as one of the most affordable cities here in Australia, but is it still true in 2026? In this video, I'm gonna break down the real cost of living here in Adelaide in 2026, ranking from rent, grocery, transportation, utility, and all the necessity. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you on what salary you actually need in order to live comfortably here. For contact, I live with my partner, so for today's costs are for 2 people. And keep in mind that your expenses might look a little bit different from mine, depending on your lifestyle and spending habit. So whether you're thinking of moving here or just curious about how much it actually costs to live in Adelaide in 2026, let's get into it. When it comes to grocery, our main supermarket options here are Woolies, Coles, Foodlands, and Aldi. And because my house is closer to Coles, that's usually where I shop. But if you want to shop smart and save some money, Aldi is a great option with a really good price. For example, whenever I go to Aldi, I always grab these cocktail spring rolls, a 60 pack for only $5.99, and it's such a quick and easy meal for when you are tired after work or uni. For me, I cook and meal prep for work like 4 days a week, and for a 2-person household, we spend roughly about $300 a week. And to give you some real idea of what it actually costs right now in Adelaide, so here is what we actually pay at Coles. So a 2 liters of milk around $7.5, bananas about $4.5 per kilo, and avocado about $2 each, and broccoli for about $5 a kilo, and for chicken breast for around $17 per kilo. And if you shop at Coles like me, don't forget to use Flybuy to save points for money off for your next shop, and always check the weekly catalog for half price before you go. And if you are live close to the CBD, you can also shop at the Adelaide Central Market. You can get a fresh fruit, vegetable, dairy items, cheese, seafood, and local produce at a really competitive price, and the quality is also good as well. And one handy tips for you, you can go near the closing time where there's heaps of discount on the fresh produce. And for eating out in Adelaide, for a casual lunch at a cafe or at the food court is somewhere about $15 to $25 per person, and for dinner at the restaurant it's about $50 each. And for us, we usually eating out like once or twice a week, and we spend roughly about $400 per month. Rent is by far the biggest cost in our monthly expenses, and Adelaide is more affordable than Sydney and Melbourne when it comes to rent. And that is one of the main reasons that so many people, including myself, are choosing to move here. So the closer you live in the CBD, like North Adelaide or Unley, the more expensive your rent will be. And in my case, we live in a 2-bedroom unit in the inner suburb to mid suburb, and we pay about $480 per week. In Australia, the utility here are billed quarterly, but I will break that down into monthly for you. So for electricity, let me be honest with you, the electricity in LA is really expensive. So for 2 household person like me, we spend roughly about $180 a month. But this really depends a lot on your plans and usage, especially on how much aircon you run in summer and how much heater you use in the winter. This will make or break your power bill here. So one simple tip that I personally do is to check your electricity bills frequently, because every year different provider will have a different package or deal or discount, and in Australia you can easily switch it over. So it might take a bit of your time, but you also can save a heap of money as well. So now for water, we spend roughly the same amount as last year, which is $100 a month. And for gas, we spend about $130 a month. For internet, we spend $89 a month. And for mobile plan, it's $40 per person a month. For transportation, Adelaide public transport system operated by the Adelaide Metro. That includes bus, tram, and trains. And there's also a free tram zone in the CBD that run between the South Tourist Stop, the Adelaide Entertainment Centre, the Festival Plaza, and the Botanic Gardens. And if you live or work in the city, that is genuinely really convenient. And for a single metro car trip, costs around $6.60 at peak times and just $4.40 off peak. And personally for me, I don't really travel much, so I work from home like 3 days per week. So our transport costs come around $200 a month, and that is include our car registration for about $700 annually. So for the insurance, for us, there are two primary type of insurance. So it's a private health insurance and a car insurance. So since we are renting, we don't really pay like for home insurance. So for the private health insurance, we pay about $110 per month for the individual's cover. And make sure you do your research, as different providers offer very different premiums and extras, and those extra, especially dental cover, can save you heaps of money. I have to be really honest with you, the dental cost here in Australia is really expensive no matter where you live. So before you move to Adelaide, consider getting your dental checkup done back home if you can, because the typical cleanup and checkup in Adelaide will cost you around $250 to $320. And for the specific procedure like filling or root canals can cost you $100 to thousands of dollars. And honestly, that is something that no one have told me before I moved to Adelaide. So that now you know you can save a heap of money. And for the car insurance, we pay around $130 a month, and that will depend on your car year, make, and the model. And just like electricity, you can also review on the car insurance regularly to get a better deal. So now for the entertainment and lifestyle side of things, so things like events, festivals, subscription, shopping, so you name it. In Adelaide, there's a heap of events and festivals throughout the years, like Fringe, which is one of the biggest events here in Adelaide, the Royal Adelaide Show, Testing Australia, and plenty of food festival. And right now, during this winter, we also got the Illuminate Adelaide, which run from the 1st to the 19th of July this year, with the whole city lights up with art, lights, and music, and it's honestly pretty stunning. So for us, we spend roughly about $800 per month on entertainment and lifestyle. So to sum this all up, our expenses including the utility, rent, grocery, transportation, and also lifestyle included. As a couple living in Adelaide in 2026, we spend roughly about $5,449 a month. And if you watch our cost of living video from last year, we were spending around $4,300 a month back then. So that is a noticeable jump, about $1,150 more per month, or roughly about 20% increase in 1 year, even though we live in one of the Australian most affordable city. So now the big question is how much you actually need to earn to live comfortably here. According to the latest data from the Australian Bureau of Statistics in November 2025, the average weekly ordinary time earning for full-time workers in South Australia sits at around $1,935 per week, and that would work out to roughly about $6,400 a month in a take-home pay. So if you are spending roughly about $2,700 a month individually like me, that would leave you plenty of saving and also a buffer for any unexpected costs. And if you find this video is helpful, please consider give it a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.